Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Chris Schalk. He's the Barren County Extension Agent for Agriculture and Natural Resources. Well, I'm glad you're here because you guys have coordinated a grain day in your area, but are inviting anybody that wants to come in South Central Kentucky.
Oh yeah, anybody that wants to come to our grain day will be fine. Just to come there, Barren County office, and we got that on January the 30th, and we kind of packed a lot of stuff into one day. For lack of a better term, one-stop shop. All right, we're going to start off with that annual Dicamba training that is done by industry. Folks need to get their little certificates so that they can make that Dicamba application.
And you know, that's available online, but some farmers would rather come in to an in-person training.
Right, an in-person deal. And you know, because they may have some questions and they want to bounce some things off and some ideas. And some folks are just not tech savvy, and that's okay. And that's fine. Come on in, you know, we'll do that. We'll knock that out first. From there on, we're going to kind of tailor in our discussion that day, not as much agronomic, more about marketing. We're kind of talking about marketing beyond the elevator, right? Giving us something to do for folks, especially in our part of of this area. Okay, when it's a big deal to make that trip to Owensboro. It's a big deal to make that trip to South Union. So if we can try to get something a little closer, kind of talking about some direct marketing, whether that be moving into some of the food sources, maybe that's moving into the distilleries, maybe that's moving into some of the organic markets that are out there locally. So, you know, we're just trying to, I guess, plant that seed. All right. So to, you know, kind of think about some direct marketing opportunities, you know, giving these folks, you know, if they could get a premium and reduce their travel costs, I mean, to me, I think that's a game changer. That's a game changer. Okay. You know, when you can haul more loads a day, fewer miles, and maybe get a premium on top of that too. So, you know, I think that's pretty interesting. More and more people are adding on-farm storage. So, you know, that's kind of always been a holdback for some folks on direct marketing, because you are going to have to hold your own product a little bit longer. So, you know, we're just going to talk about some of those things and, you know, kind of maybe get some folks thinking about doing things just a tad different. And that's hard sometimes.
And you have our new specialist, our new marketing specialist.
Right. Dr. Grant Gardner's coming over to visit with us. You know, get an opportunity to meet with him and you know, put a name with a face. You read about him, you're going to see these things. You put a name with a face. We're going to get some help from Farm Bureau on that deal as well. And so it's going to be, I really think it'll be good. We are having lunch, okay? All right, so we'll have lunch provided. And then we finish the day up with a optional private pesticide applicator deal. So after we do our Dicamba and our couple of speakers at lunch, if you don't need a private applicator certification, you can go on home, see about your chores. It does pack a lot into one day, but I think, you know, just being respectful of folks' time, just get them to town one time. Like I said, anybody that wants to come, we'd love to have it.
All right, Chris, now I know that if you're planning for lunch, you probably would like for people to RSVP.
I sure would. I just like for you to pick up the phone, call the Barren County office, say, hey, I'm coming and bringing 3 or 4 of my guys with me. Let me know what's going on. So I want to make sure we got plenty to eat. All right. I want to make sure we got plenty to eat. And, you know, a few days before, and this is January the 30th, so, you know, give me a shout before then so that we can go ahead and plan for that. 9 o'clock in the morning, we'll get you out of there, you know, 3 o'clock. If you stay for the whole deal, we'll get you out of it by 3 o'clock. So, you know, you'll be back home in time to get something else done, I guess.
Absolutely. Now, Chris, if people are watching, they do need to RSVP, but there's no registration.
No registration fee. No. We've got some folks that help us cover the cost of the lunch, and of course, we'll have a little coffee and a little donuts to start the day off. And just like, but if you would please give me a shout. You know, we're right there in Glasgow. If you're not familiar with our office, right there, kind of on the main drag. I always tell people it's between the 2 tractor dealerships, so it's in between the 2 there. So you can zip right in there and be with us that day. And you know, I just think that. Again, just something for folks to think about, a little something different, a little different than a traditional production meeting.
And you know, with grain prices, kind of the roller coaster that we're seeing, alternative options, maybe not be able to implement those this year, but just to learn a little bit more about what's out there and available, because we are fortunate in Kentucky that we do have several elevators, but we also have some of those direct market options. Right.
Just being able to diversify your marketing plan a little bit, I think, is, you know, not putting all your eggs in one basket.
And if you have any questions, make sure to contact your local extension office. Thanks for watching and have a great day.